Yo, everybody, what's up? It's your boy Michael Star. I'm here with IAMU Lounge. 7 o'clock and turn up out right now. Turn up out.
So, Michael, thank you. Thank you for this time and opportunity. So let's get to a few questions so your fans can know exactly who you are. Let's see. Who are you?
My name is Michael Star. My friends and family call me Michael or Mikhail. My original name.
All right. How long have you been in the industry?
I'll probably say 12 years old. Around 12 years old, I wanted to become my own artist, so I say 12.
Who was your biggest push in your career so far?
My mother. My mother would be my biggest push, my biggest inspiration, so I give it all to her.
Now, since you have a dancing background to complement your vocals, have you ever put any females through the ring at the clubs when they try to dance with you?
The ringers at the clubs, nah, we'll dance with them, of course, but probably not the craziness, because usually when I'm in the clubs, I'm just observing, so when I'm in the clubs, I'm usually just looking for the feedback and the vibe and the energy of the whole place and my surroundings to get what the people like, the new melodies. So yeah, we go there to learn and shit.
All right, so no need for daggering, right?
It's always need for daggering. If some people want to have their fun over there and shit like that, it's good for the party. It's cool.
All right. So with your latest single out now, which is 7 o'clock, have you ever been down that journey or remotely close to it?
Most Def. It's a relatable song. I think every guy should, have a good way of dealing with a breakup or a separation. So the song me and Bounty did it gives that feeling of, okay, these are how these guys going about it. You know what I mean? Step by steps in the lyrics, the wordplay. So it's a good record.
So working with Bounty Killer, did you ever get any hey yo, and none of that?
Yeah, man. Period. Hey yo, chayo. Yeah, I got a lot of that in the beginning. And some of his team took it off, but we got some of his ad-libs in the beginning still.
All right, so what was your first take initially, like did you ever get to talk to Bounty Killer outside of the studio?
No, I never got a chance to talk to him. It was basically team contact, but I got a few, words of him telling me, yo, the song is bad, or keep it going and, keep promoting the song and keep it on the road. So I got a few words.
That's what's up. Because, often legends don't really, like when somebody coming up, they don't really work with a beginner unless they believe in them. So how was that for you to have that belief system behind you?
It was a blessing, man, because I know, especially when you're a Hall of Famer in the industry, you don't jump on every song. You dig what I'm saying? Not every opportunity, just because the youth is hot at the moment, they go do a feature. So it was a good opportunity. I'm blessed, and man, I don't know. It's a lot, man.
They always say iron scrapes iron, right? So you have one legend and you are the son of another legend. Now, how is it being the son of Mikey Spice?
It's pretty good. A lot of comparisons, but I guess because that's my father, so I'm used to it. But it's very good because it gives me an opportunity to study his craft and what he's done with the music and what I'm doing now. So I don't really see a problem with it.
Okay. Now, why did it take so long to reveal your father to the industry? And for some artists, it takes a long time to mature in music, but for you, you have accomplished that already. Does having a musical background help you in that maturation?
Yeah, it does. I don't know if it was a secret. It's pretty much known. I feel like every radio station or every interview I do podcasts or whatever, they'll bring him up, or you know, labels and such. His old friends, his old colleagues. So I always hear his name. So.
No, it was like when we featured you at first. It was just like no mentioning, you know. That's in the beginning of who you were when you, you know, when you first were starting.
Yeah.
I know it puts a big weight on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Kinda. I guess you could say yeah, kinda. Probably from the beginning, it was more of my team introducing me and stuff like that. So now it's just more verbal.
All right. Which is good. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, name 3 artists you would like to work with now in this time, and 3 artists from the past.
Now, maybe I'll say Ding Dong, Skang, Shensia. That'd be good. Yeah, I'll just add one more pie skillet. From the past, Garnet Silk, Bob Marley. Who else? I wouldn't Barris. He's the past, but he's always present. But I'm gonna say Barris.
Wow, nice. Now that would be crazy to see you in a song with Garnet Silk.
Yeah.
Because he was a real great vocalist. Now, as a child, you were supposed, not to say child, let's say your teenage years, right? You were supposed to do a big production with a certain radio host in Atlanta with no names given. And at the time, they were not on the radio. So how did you feel when their promises or intentions of the show did not go through after all the work that was put into it?
I know stuff happens. Around that time, I think I left the production, so I wasn't really around the musical scene when Wanda came in. I think that's the time I developed into a solo artist and, you know, did my own ventures. But, you know, stuff happens. It was sad when I seen it that time, so, you know.
Yeah, very disappointing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you still friends with any of the cast members?
Yeah, most of the cast members, more like 80% of the cast members. We're all good friends to this day.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that they're still pursuing their dreams?
Most of them, yeah. Whether they're doing professional dancing, choreographed dancing, or you got Mike Rosé, Bria, Jasmine, he's with QT Jazz, Sean Hendricks. Those are artists and they're doing great. So, yeah, we still moving, man.
Now, you did say the name Wanda Smith, everybody. So, what was your reaction when the radio host, when she herself got roasted by Cat Williams on air?
When I first saw it, I thought it was, you know, they're going back and forth at each other on some comedic stuff, you know what I mean? Like some Jonah. Because in the air, we be joning on each other, so when they got heated, it was like, okay, probably some personal tension there. But when it comes to like a comedian like Cat Williams, you never know what to expect, so.
Correct.
You do an interview with him, he might chop your neck off with the jokes.
But did you know that there was some past beef between the two of them?
No, I never knew that.
Yeah, she had made some very disparaging comments against Cat. So he already came in there with his armor suit on, but he wasn't really originally intending on speaking on, you know what I'm saying? But when they brought him in, and shots was fired when she went at him first.
Yeah.
So,
if you go at somebody first, you know, you can't expect how the person will react. Vice versa too.
Mm-hmm. So now, one of the things that I want to get on, when can we expect an EP or an album from Michael Star?
An EP is coming along. I'm working on it now. We're really just working on the tracks and just trying to get everything together. We can funnel it up, let the label head and just get onto one on it. So we're working on it.
All right. Her, I know you're familiar with her. She's a very beautiful young lady.
Mm-hmm.
She dropped 3 EPs before she did her album. Do you think that can help you in the long run, like it did with her?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Once you do like good body of music it gives the people, you know, a chance to hear whatever you're doing at the time. So, you know, she did 3 and that was amazing. So whenever you're able to put a project out, just make sure you put your best in it. So, you know, people are observing and hearing you. So
Now, like many, I had to call my mom and like, what the hell happened at the Grammys, right? With the reggae selection. Yeah. So, with the best reggae album choice that they made, and so many artists were overlooked. How do you feel about that decision when it comes to the Grammys?
The Grammys have their way of picking their selection. You can't hate on them. You know what I mean? Reggae music is for the mass. It's definitely a feeling genre. It's for the heart. So if that's what people picked at the time, you know, you can't be mad, but just know you can't overlook the greatness that's there now and what's to come. So, you know, just gonna have to kid it all down. That's all I really can say. They go pick their selection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How the Grammys go. Even with other platforms like the Oscars, once you have talent and you have other people, you just gotta continue to show them. Now you gotta hear this, here it is. So yeah.
The reggae dancehall community in a whole, should they change their approach in how they make their music?
I don't think they should change their approach. I feel like music is evolving, so the best I can say is consistency. Back in the days, we had consistent music. Even the times I wasn't born, you know, late 80s, the early 90s. You know, I'm 98, so the early 90s, the late 80s, it was consistent music. And you had millions to look at right now, you know what I mean? To go back into history, so just that consistency, man.
Do you think Jamaica should create their own musical academy that will help with the establishment of better artist representation of their music and a war show of sorts?
That'd be awesome, honestly. That'd be a different feel in the country, for real. Yeah, there's so much talent on there with the youth. I don't even get to you, you know what I'm saying? There's a musical would just be beautiful for the parents to see, oh, my child, look at the talent he has, you know, open up some sports stuff as well, because, you know, sports is heavy down there, so even that, so the musical and sports, so yeah, man, I think so. I think it will open, yeah.
No, keep on. Like, what kind of openings do you see yourself with that, if that were to be created?
Just the different variations, just the different sounds, just the different, you know, the way we handle ourselves in the music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The dancehall, even though it's new now and fresh now and some people don't like it, is you can see the style. You can see like the youth having their own style to create what we created right now. So a musical would definitely show like the young talent, give them artist development even. When you do those stuff, you learn stage presence, you learn to project your voice on stage. So I think it's a big deal to have one of those.
Will there ever be a collaboration with you and your father?
A collaboration, hopefully one day. I'm not rushing anything, you know what I mean? So whenever he's ready, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like begging my dad for nothing, so I like him seeing that his son is like hard working. So
Respect that. So how would you think that would smooth over? Like, who would take the lead single on the, like, basically, like, would it be your song? Would it be his song? Would it be something put together?
I think it would be my song. If it was his song, I think I would want to play like instruments or sing harmony, just because his song have like bodies of that, like good harmony and all that stuff, the instruments. So I think that's what I would want to do on his record, probably play the drums or even engineer for him to show his son can engineer. But if it was my song, it would definitely be like a back and forth song.
All right. Now, how many instruments you play?
I know how to play the drums very well. I'm still learning fill-ins. I know how to do keyboards when I'm engineering, so I'm learning the keyboards just to play freestyle-wise. Mm-hmm. So those two, drums and keyboard, I'd say.
Now, we see the guitar.
Yeah.
I have to call you out. Can you play a chord or two?
Nah.
Not yet.
Nah.
Work in progress, right?
Yeah, that's a work in progress.
So basically, right now, you say you're a triple threat. You're a dancer, you're a singer, and then you're actually a quadruple threat. You can play instruments, and you can. What was the other one?
Sing and dance.
Sing and dance.
Sing, dance, and act. Yeah.
And act.
Mm-hmm.
Which one you see yourself doing in 20 years?
In 20 years, I'll say singing. Singing, if anything. Singing and acting. Because if you're talking about some years, it's like, you know, what I've done now and just when I want to show people as well. So this is not my music journey. So of course in the future I want to show that acting as well. So
All right.
whether those.
Any shotas?
Shotas, yeah, come on. I'm trying to be in the shotas tree for sure.
So Chris Brown deaded this conversation. You're often compared to Chris Brown. Michael Jackson's the GOAT. Without Michael, there'll be no him. You're often compared to Chris Brown. So how would you rate the top 5 dancers? And let's go, Michael's number 1, so let's put that right there. After Michael Jackson, now you have your 1B, right? Now let's go, who's your top 5 artists who can really dance and sing? And do not forget yourself. Don't be that humble.
Okay, I'll say James Brown, Michael Jackson.
Michael number 1.
Michael number 1?
He's number 1 already, 1A, top of the list.
Okay. So we gotta go. So we gotta go like Usher.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta go like Usher, Chris Brown, dancing. If we going like this, I can't even think. I say Justin Timberlake, but he really don't dance like that. But he can dance. He can do some steps. I put Michael Star, Ding Dong.
All right.
And yeah.
Now, if Mr. Wacky was alive, would you like for him to choreograph a dance for you?
Yeah, man. God bless Mr. Wacky, man. Big in the dance. In the dance hall. Enough moves, enough legendary moves. So, of course, Wacky would have choreographed some moves for sure. Yeah, Wacky, man.
All right. Would you like to give any shout-outs?
Yeah, man. I want to give a big shout-out to my mother. Big shout-out to King's Recording, ENT. You understand? IAMU Lounge for blessing me with the situation here. So, and I want to give a big shout-out to everybody that supported me, all my new supporters, all the, fans that sticked around, since I was this high. So I want to thank everybody. Yeah.